Hey friends, welcome back to another video. So I think I'm gonna try to make this a series. We're gonna go through, I'm gonna document my financial journey for the next 12 months. It makes me kind of want to throw up, but it's fine. So we're gonna go through, I'm gonna kind of tell you guys, I'm gonna tell you nothing because my battery's gonna die. Hold on. Okay, we're back. We have a charged battery and everything. If that's not how I feel, that was probably a sign from the universe being like, Jalen, keep your mouth shut. This is embarrassing, but it's fine. So you guys know one of my 2023 goals. If you guys watch that video, if not, I'll have it linked down below, hopefully, if I remember. Also, I'm going to try and be really a lot better about linking stuff when I say I'm going to link it, because I pretty much do that about 1% of the time. Anyway, I'm not a financial person. I'm not a financial advisor, analyst, whatever the heck you want to call it. I'm not any of those. I am just doing what is best for me, and I'm just kind of maneuvering this on my own, how I'm going to do it. I didn't ask any advice from anybody. I'm just going to do what I think I'm going to be able to achieve, if that makes sense. So, you guys know one of my 2023 goals was to kind of get my credit card debt down. I don't know if I even talked about that. And then I have my savings challenge on the side that I'm doing with my mom, and I think actually Reed is partaking as well. And then I really want to purchase my own home. So like off topic, but we're gonna stay where we are, so there will not be a home purchase in 2023. Let's just get that out of the way, unless something like magical happens at the end of the year. But we just re-signed a 12-year lease, 12-month lease. So, and I'm doing a low spend 6 months, which is basically I'm not spending money on these items. And I'll give you that as follows. Starbucks cups. You guys know I freaking love Starbucks cups, and I feel like I have to have all of them, which is such a toxic trait. And I don't, because I literally don't even have space to store them anymore. So we're not buying any, at least for 6 months. And then I'm thinking, if you like do these things long enough, you don't crave to spend money on them anymore. You know what I mean? I'll let you know. Again, never have I ever tracked my finances like I will for 2023. We're only 8 days in, and so far I've done a really great job of every single day sitting down and tracking my expenses. I literally will write down, I don't write down, I have an app on my iPad, that's what I'm looking at, you guys, in case you're confused, it like tracks my budget. So I budgeted for certain amounts of things, and then which I'll get into with you, and then I added my expenses. It's basically like balancing your checkbook, but for whatever reason, that doesn't work for me. I could give two craps. For whatever reason, getting on my iPad, documenting it all works. I wish I knew why, but again, this is about what works for you and like finding what's gonna help you. So anyway, we're not buying Starbucks cups this year for 6 months. We are also not buying any new makeup or skincare. Now that does not include if I run out of something, okay? If I run out of mascara, I'm gonna buy mascara. If I ran out of my cleanser, I'm gonna buy more of it. It just means that if I see something at Ulta or I see something online that I'm like, oh my God, I need to try that. I'm not until something runs out. I have a very large stash of a lot of trial size products. And I want to work through those because otherwise they're gonna expire and it's a waste. So we're not buying any of that. Home decor. This excludes, I have this on my note too. I'll show you if you need it. I'll try and put a little picture here, you guys, of my no spend like list of what I'm not spending money on for the 6 months. So home decor, just not, I'm organizing our pantry. We have pantry, and it's like a closet, but it's our pantry and that's what we have, and it's better than what we had at our other place because we literally didn't have space at all. So I'm gonna organize that, but everything that I've purchased so far is either Dollar Tree or Target Dollar Spot. So I think that's it. Did I purchase anything else? I don't think so. I think that's all I've purchased so far. And that's probably all I will purchase because I have some containers, but I really have got to get through that. So be excited about that because that's coming. Dog toys. I'm not buying a freaking dog toy hopefully until Willie's birthday, which is in June or July. Because they have so many, and even honestly, it's gonna be like one because it's his birthday. I can't not get him one. So, yeah, we have like dog toys coming out of our ears, okay? And so we don't need more. It's just not necessary. They're dogs. They don't need 500 toys, okay? Meal delivery. What did I mean by that? Meal delivery. Oh, like Uber Eats, DoorDash, any of that. We do have, I won a gift card from DoorDash for my work from home job like a few months ago. So like if we really get an itch for it, I have that gift certificate. And so we'll use it obviously for that because we can only use it for that. But otherwise we are not Uber Eating. We are not, no, if you want something that bad, you can go and get it. If you don't want to go get it, then you don't want it that bad. Clothing. I am not purchasing clothing, and I've done a really good job so far because a lot of places are having a lot of sales, and I think I touched on this in my 2023 goals, but this will be excluding if I have any gift cards. I have a Lululemon gift card from my mom for my birthday. We're actually going to Orlando in like 3 weeks, so there's an outlet there, and I don't know if I can use that at the outlets, but regardless, I'll be using my gift card at some point this year to purchase something from Lululemon because that's where I can spend the money. I also, you guys know I work with Hopes. So when I get Hope stuff, I don't purchase it. It's part of my ambassador program that I do with them. That's why I have a discount code with them. And I work with them. So that does not count. What else? Oh, I just got accepted into another ambassador program, which is super exciting because it's actually a little local boutique here. And so head over to my Instagram for that announcement later this week. But very exciting. And so that will not count either because again, I work from them. It's like a perk, you know, the whole nine. So unless something is sent to me or I use a gift card for a specific store, I will not be spending money on clothing. I do have in parentheses fitness clothes because I do want to really get adamant about going to the gym a few days a week. And I'm really hoping I get my stationary bike back here soon for my cousin so that I can get into that routine again. And I have like a decent, like not a decent amount of workout clothes, but I have some, but also a lot of the leggings are like extra smalls and I'm no longer an extra small. So I'm not spending money on fitness clothes until I see that I can keep up with my goals. And then I will purchase a few items. But other than that, no new clothing will be bought. Shoes, I need shoes, not at all. So I will not be purchasing shoes. The only time I will purchase shoes is if I need new work sneakers for the restaurant, but I'm there one night a week. So honestly, shouldn't need to at least for the next 6 months. So this will be perfect. And then plants. You guys know a lot. Actually, I don't know. I think this might go up first. So in my Undecorate With Me video, I mentioned that a lot of my plants died because I had to keep them outside on the patio. And it's actually been like kind of chilly here in Florida. So they're not thriving. As you can see, Newton here behind me is really struggling. And so I will not be purchasing new plants to replace the ones that died. We're going to ride out what we've got, and then in 6 months I will still see if I am wanting as many plants as I had at one time. It was a lot, and I think I overwhelmed myself, and then I couldn't keep track, and then they all were dying, and I just was like, well, I can't do this, and then I just stopped taking care of them. So yes, it was weather induced, but then I just was like, I don't know what my problem was. So that is my no spend or my low spend. I have it written as like low spend, and I got this idea from, oh, what is her name? I started watching her very recently on YouTube. Her name. I think her name is like Layla. Yeah, Personal Finance with Layla. Debt Over It. Debt Over It, like get over it. I didn't realize that. I've watched her videos for like 4 weeks now. But anyway. And so I got this idea of a low spend from her actually. and I'll have her channel linked down below. She does not know I exist, but you know, still, I'm gonna just leave her channel down below. She does a lot of finance, obviously. So that is that. And then, so that's kind of my low spend. That's where I'm at. I'm not really, you know, I'm not spending money on like reckless things is kind of where we're at. And then, so I'm gonna go through, you guys, what kind of my budget is. So I'm doing an external savings challenge with my mom and Reed. We're putting $50 away every single week, and I think that gives us like $2,600 or something at the end of the year. And then I'm also putting away all of the money that I get from Fireside. Okay, this is still up in the air and it really shouldn't be, but I think minus my acupuncture and my massage appointments, because that's just what I want to do. So that is that. And then let's go to our overview here. So this is not updated per today, so this is kind of a little off, but our budgets. So, and this will change actually next month because our rent will go up and a few of our bills will change a little bit. But for now, so for income, I have my work from home job, I have Young Living, and Reed sends me his half of the money every month. So it goes into my bank account, so I need to track it. So I have it in as income. And then I also have Fireside. If I decide to put it in the bank, I will notate that and track it. However, I'm not sure what I'm really going to do with my Fireside money at the moment. So that's probably like a whole separate thing that I may revisit a little bit later. But I really want to try and gauge my finances without working, 27 jobs. So, and then for the spa, I do not take anything out of the spa. Everything I make at my facial spa goes right back in. Everything, tips, everything goes right back into the business. And it will continue to do so at least until August. I'm hoping all the way through the end of the year though, that's my big goal, is to like go through all the way. So it'll be a year and a half without paying myself for the spa. I'm hoping it'll pay off. And then, so with my work from home job, I roughly make, because it's about $700 every single week. And that puts me at about $2,400 every month. If I re-sign a contract to stay in a few months, I may get a raise, I may not, I may stay the same. So a lot of this, I was very apprehensive to make this video for January because I think a lot of my finances are going to change in February, which really throws off the whole new year start, but it's fine. So that's where we're at. And then Young Living, I usually make about $100 a month, but it's also like what I want to put into it. So like last month I really fell off, and I'm trying to kind of get back in the swing of things. Vlogmas really kicked my butt, and I didn't have time. I still used all of Young Living like personally and like loved it, obviously, for what I use it for, but I wasn't as active in sharing it with people, like on social media and everything. So I didn't hold any classes, anything like that. So I left it at $100. I'm gonna leave it there because I don't know where I'll be at kind of for the next few months. So that's where we're gonna leave that at. And then for expenses, I have, so I just want to throw up, I have about 11 grand in credit card debt. My goal is to pay that off by the end of this year. Like a huge goal, okay? But that's why I'm budgeting everything so ridiculously, because that's my goal, is to pay it off. I would really love to pay it off in the next 6 months, but I don't think that that's feasible. But again, I don't know if that's feasible because I've never done this before. I don't use my credit cards anymore, and I will not, unless it's like an emergency or something like that. At one point, I'm hoping someday to get into like a rhythm where I'm able to use my credit cards to my advantage. So if you get, like 10% cash back when you eat out at a restaurant or whatever it might be, because some credit cards do that. Mine do. I just happened to use them a little recklessly, especially when I wasn't working last year for 6 months. I used those pretty much when I needed to. So that's a lot of where that came from. So now that you guys know how much of a disaster I am, that's my goal, is to pay that off. So this month for credit cards, I budgeted $3,000 because I had a fundraiser done on my behalf last year when I was going through cancer treatments. And I have money from that, but I don't want to take a ton of it because it's for medical bills. And that's the point of it. And that's what I've been using it for. So since I did use my credit cards for some living expenses, the fund was also for that as well. But I really want to focus in on my medical bills because I am still going through hormone therapy. And that, you know, is costly. So it's being saved for that. But we have paid off for our credit cards. Where are my like specifics? So I've already paid $2,300 towards 2 credit cards. I have another $685 to pay. I'm gonna put that on one of my cards. That's like a pretty big payment. So I'm hoping to cut 2 of my big bills will be cut in half. If any of this is making sense. I don't even know if this is helpful for you guys, but I just feel like you see a lot of like financial advisors going through their budgets, and like I can't relate to that because I'm just a normal human being, like just trying to like get by and get shit done and like figure it out. So I think that's really why and like what inspired me to make this series. And I'm sure as time goes on, I will be more organized with my thoughts, but like this is so new to me that I don't even know how to organize my thoughts. So, I started my budget off basically by incorporating everything that I knew the amount of, like things that are like a no-brainer you have to pay, like your car payment, your insurance, gas for your car, your groceries, your electric, your rent, things like that. So those things like do not change. They do in February, but we'll deal with that in February. I also budgeted in things that I know I'm gonna spend money on. Like, I think a lot of people differ in opinion on this, and ideally, I would love to not buy coffee out, but that's just not me. Today, I had a day, it was like a little self-care day, and I really thought I ordered a tall one, to be honest, but I didn't. I ordered a grande. But regardless, I don't think skipping out on a coffee once a week is going to all of a sudden make me a millionaire. And I'm sorry if you do think that, and that's great for you. You roll with that, but I do not personally think that. So I'm not going to do that to myself because that is also like depleting my quality of life. Like it's enjoyable for me to go grab a coffee when I'm out. Like it brings me happiness. And I use my Nespresso all the time. So if I want to go get a coffee every once in a while, I'm not going to harp on it. So I budgeted $60 for coffee. And I'm doing very well so far. I have not even used half my budget. And obviously it's January 8th, so you know, that's a good thing. But I mean, at one point I do think that like Reed and I were going to Starbucks like 3, 4, 5 times a week, and it was so bad. That's why I ended up getting the Nespresso. And then that budget will change every month. So like that includes if I need a Nespresso pods. If I do order from Nespresso, sometimes I'll purchase with groceries like at Target or something. But if I order from Nespresso, it'll be out of the coffee budget. So I don't need to order Nespresso pods because I placed a huge order in December and I got like a billion sleeves. So I do not need to order from Nespresso for a very long time, probably for at least another like month or 2, which is good. So then when it comes down to where are we at, our self-care budget, I did budget for this because I would ideally like to take the massage and the acupuncture out of just like my regular income for my work from home job, and use that because then I can just stash away whatever I'm making at Fireside. But for now, I don't know where we're at. So like this month was a little, I budgeted for both to come out, but I ended up having money from Fireside and I was like, let me use that. So I budgeted 170, which would be a combination of my acupuncture and my massage every single month, with tip included. So, which really is not bad at all, because the acupuncture is something I literally need if I want to keep my job as an esthetician and as a server, honestly, and working from home, because I type, I use my wrist as an esthetician for facials, I carry heavy things as a waitress. So it's definitely something that's necessary. And I'd rather budget for that than budget for a random $150 Target trip. And it's better for me. So that is that. Same thing with the massages. They make me relax. They make me take time for myself. Like that massage I had today, it sent a whole wave of like dominoes down today. Like I went to the park and I read a book outside. I grabbed a coffee. Okay, it cost me $4 because I got an iced coffee and whatever. Like, so I had a whole self-care like afternoon, and I feel a lot better. Sometimes I will wake up and not feel like super great mindset wise, and sometimes you just need like a little domino effect to do that. Not to mention the massage helps my body a tremendous amount, and it's like, I would absolutely say necessary every single month. And those are my two things I do for myself. I will not be spending recklessly at Target anymore or at Home Goods or anything like that. And so I can now afford to treat myself to a massage every single month and help my well-being and, you know, things like that. That's kind of how I have created my budget. And so we're doing very well with our budgeting so far. I know it's only 8 days in, but like, I get joy out of whipping out my iPad every single night to track my expenses and like put in my income and like all this stuff. Like it's enjoyable for me. So I think this will really work. And the money, or the money and the app that I have, this is not sponsored, is called Money Stats. And so I really like it. It's really, really simple. It has like an overview. It has a place for all your transactions. Like you can do like current month, the last 30 days, yesterday. And then I'm just using the free version. So there is a paid version. I don't know anything about it. Money Stats, if you want to sponsor this video and give me the paid version, holla at your girl. I'll be ready. And then this budget hopefully will evolve. It will evolve because I will have to sign a new contract for my job. Our rent is changing next month, and then I'm really hoping, one of my goals is for social media to get like my first paid brand deal this year for social media. So I'm hoping that changes my budget a little bit. So we'll see. I'm just gonna take you guys along. We're gonna be really raw, really honest. If you guys are new here, this is like what my channel is about. I love to be honest and raw and real and very transparent with you guys, as transparent as I can, while still kind of protecting myself. I felt that it was really important to tell you why I was budgeting so tightly and why I'm tracking everything. And it is because I want to pay off my credit card debt. And it's really significant. And I have never been debt-free from my credit cards. I still have student loans and a car payment. But I've never not been paying on my credit cards since I've had them for the last 10 years. And I think it's really important to talk about that, because I feel like, oh, I got stuck to my chair. I feel like people, I don't even know how to say this without sounding so rude, but I feel like a lot of people live a really lavish lifestyle. And that's fine. And you know, when you do things in social media, you have to look like you live that lavish lifestyle because it's not aesthetically pleasing, or you have to look like you have it together. And I get that a lot of people want to live that lifestyle and maybe they aspire to have that. And of course I aspire to have my crap together and live lavishly, but I also am realistic in like, if I can't get my crap together now, I will never achieve past what I'm at. So I can fake it all day long and show you guys only, you know, the fun, the exciting trips, which I have a bunch of trips coming this year. So yes, I'm going to show those to you, but I also want to show you that like that's not all my life is. My life is like not like dreamy. My life's not dreamy. I don't know how to explain this. Like, it's not a Pinterest life. And I think a lot of people on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok are portraying that that's how they are. And yes, there are some content creators, influencers, whatever you want to call them, who are real and are transparent and don't give an F. But I think there's less of those than there should be. And I always want this to be like a safe space for people who, if you're going through a budgeting journey this year, comment down below. Let me know what your financial goal is. Do I want you to go to the gym every week? Yeah, that's a great goal. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. But also, if you have financial goals, I want you to openly talk about those because it's not going to go away. I don't know what my point was anymore because you guys have got me on a tangent, but I just want this to be a safe space. I want to be transparent with you. My channel will always be as transparent as possible, as long as I can protect myself, because I'm obviously not going to divulge every cent that I make to you and every cent that I put out. That's just like not something that I'm comfortable doing because it's like there's a level of personal business here, but it's also a place where I want to encourage you. And I want you to come on this journey with me. If you want to start, if you're seeing this video in 6 months in June and you're like, man, now I gotta wait till January and start this. No, start in June. Set up a 6-month goal. Set up, you know what? This is what I want to do by Christmas. This is what I want to do by 2024. Just set that up wherever you are, whenever you see this video, if that makes sense. If you have questions, I can answer to the best of my own experience. Again, I am not a financial advisor. I am not in any way giving you guys advice on how to manage your money or what to do with your money, but this is what's going to work for me, I hope. And that's the end of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to follow along on the journey. I am so excited for what 2023 has to come for everything, but really this is the first year that I've been excited about my finances, and I think it's because I'm prioritizing and I have a plan. Normally it just stresses me out. Not in like a, oh my God, I have no money way, but like in a, oh my God, I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm just going to spend as if I have no idea what's going on. Which is, it's irresponsible. So that is it. Thank you for coming to my budget discussion. I will see you guys in a month to reassess. I think I'm going to do these monthly, probably like when I redo my, do you guys, okay, let me know. Would you prefer me to do when I redo my budget every single month, or, I'm sorry, I'm having a hot flash, or when we assess at the end of the month? Because I can do both. We can budget at the beginning. Let's do that. We'll budget at the beginning of the month and then we'll assess at the end of every month and see kind of where we landed. That's a great plan. Thank you for working that out with me. I will see you guys in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe, follow along on the journey, comment down below what your financial goals are for this year, and I will see you guys super soon in a brand new video, not necessarily about your finances, but maybe something more fun, and give this video a big old thumbs up. I will see you guys soon. Bye.